So this is Daphne Cui. It is July 9th, 2021. I'm on the phone with Ophelia. Hello, Ophelia.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So Ophelia, what's your full name?
My name is Ofelia Silves.
Okay, yeah, could you spell it for us?
Yes, it's kind of long.
No worries.
Felia Delamora, and the last part is Sella.
The last part is Sella.
LLA.
Sella. Okay. Thank you. So did your parents give you this name?
Yes.
Do you know why they give you this name? Was there a story behind it?
Oh no, I'm from Mexico, and in Mexico you have the dad names and the mom's last name, and that way it's very long. But Ophelia is kind of like, my name is more like too many Ophelias in my family. And in back generations, it's always one Ophelia, and also I born in the day of the Ophelia. You know, Ophelia's name in Mexico, they have like each day is the day of the name of somebody.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's the day of Ophelia's day, and that's why they choose my name.
Oh, so what is Ophelia's day? When is it?
And it doesn't have any meaning. It's the same like in English, only because in English you write it O-P-H, like instead of the F, like in Mexico. But it's no meaning, I think.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask, like, which day is is it a specific? It's April.
April 2nd is.
Okay, so you're born on April 2nd.
Yes.
Okay. It's a
And
beautiful
that's
name.
Choose put me Ophelia.
So did you live? Do you live on 12th Street, or when did you move to 12th Street?
Oh no, we just since we started working in the store, but actually I live a little bit far in the same street, but a little farther, like near from Metro Town. Yeah.
So you just work on 12th Street. You don't live here.
Exactly.
Okay. So tell us a bit more about your business. What inspired the owner to start the business, and why did you decide to join this field of work?
Oh well, it's like every year more and more communities. You know, like you have more and more members from different Latin American countries, and a lot of products, you know, people need for cooking and all that. And what inspired the two of you open this store is that the fact that it's big communities from different countries, and they need different ingredients, and it's hard to find them, you know. But and also it was kind of like to try to put all those countries under one umbrella, and with the kind of like the concept is when you arrive to the store, you feel like you got home, like homey place. And yeah, that's the main reason why, you know, like you come to the store and you can find so many products from different countries, especially from South America.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I did get the feeling that it's a very homely, very cozy place when I visited. So how did you know the owner?
Well, it's a long story, but yeah, it's through work, you know.
Okay, so you met through work?
Yes. And for example, the concept talking about the store, it's also even the colors, everything. When you arrive, you feel like you are in a very, I don't know, warm place, like from another country.
Yes.
You feel so, I don't know, like Mexican.
So why did you decide to join the business?
It's like excuse me, sorry, like, can you repeat the question?
So like, why did you join the business?
Try?
Join. Like why did you like take on the like manager position at this shop?
Well, because I love the feeling. Working here is very peaceful, even though some days are crazy, more like very busy in the sense, and always is constantly products arriving and everything. It feels very relaxing to be in the place. It has kind of like a soul, like it's very nice. And every detail, it makes you feel like you are actually at home. And I like it. It's very challenging in some ways, but it's very rewarding in others. And I love to be looking for new products for the store, and I love to be dealing, with all those stuff and plus the customers. It's so nice. I like it.
Okay, yeah, that's great. So you talked about what you like about this job. Can you talk a bit more about what you find challenging about your job or like operating a business on 12th Street?
Like this, well, it's challenging to find sometimes products than the customers want, because some of them can be imported, so other ones no, and you always need to be looking for companies who needs to, in some ways, try dealing with them and ask them if they can bring that product or they can find it for us. It's kind of like not easy, That's very challenging sometimes. And another thing that is challenging is the fact that right now with a lot of, in these past years, things were very different, due to the pandemic and all this stuff. But it's not that many things that are challenging. In fact, it's also very competitive, and you have to always be in the lookout for products and trying to, to have the stuff that the clients and the customers need.
So, can you be more specific about how the pandemic has affected the business? And if you can you share any examples of this?
Yeah, the pandemic, it was very, very challenging. Those times were very challenging, especially because the store was open. It's just right in the middle of the pandemic. And not even in the middle, in the beginning, kind of like, and it was hard to find, for example, equipment. It was hard for banking. It was hard. So many stuff related to, permits and different stuff. And it was hard at the moment also dealing with the suppliers and all that. It was too much time waiting for the stuff to arrive, like in the case of freezers and equipment like that. During the first wave of the pandemic, everybody went nuts, and maybe you remember or not, but to find a freezer, it was almost like trying to find a pin in a haystack. It was so challenging. Like nobody had it. All the stores were sold out of so many things, even basic things like toilet paper and so many other stuff were kind of like hard to find. But yeah, also another thing that were challenging, it was the fact that during those months, in when the opening, a lot of people didn't want to go out, and even though the store was open, it was very, very few customers coming in. Very challenging, that part.
Okay. When did you open?
The store opened last September the 30th, and in that period of time, it was from all the October month, it was very challenging. And yeah, it was hard the first month. Later it started picking up, and with the different waves of the pandemic, it was different effects in the store. Like some of the closures of restaurants give a little bit boost to the store because more people were looking for supplies like ingredients for cooking at home. But also after other people, when they start open up everything, it kind of went down. It's up and down, it was all by waves, and we have to kind of ride that. Yeah, it's really hard.
Okay, so you were opened on September 2021? Oh no, 2020, September 2020.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that you've gotten more customers. When I visited, I can see this shop is very well loved in the community. Like I see a lot of customers, but perhaps it's because I went during the peak time. But do you have any fond memories of during your time on 12th Street? Please share as many or as few stories as you would like.
About when the pandemic was?
No, about being in the community, helping customers and interacting with customers, stuff like that.
Yes, I love this street. It's very, I don't even know how to explain it, but it is, what I like from the street is then you found little shops, little things. It's very unique, You found people with from different backgrounds, with from different cultures, and it makes this street, is very colorful in that sense, and it makes more interesting the shopping because you found so many shops from different countries, like a Filipino shop, and down the road you found Caribbean and so many other things, and it's very nice. The people are also very friendly and warm, and I like it always busy, like buzzing all the time. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have any interesting stories with your customers at Villa Servan?
Let me see. Well, yes, I have one. A lot of people ask. Sometimes they even send us, message in the Facebook page. Then what is our menu? And I don't know why people or customers think that we are a restaurant, which we are not. It's just a grocery store. And that looks kind of funny for us because we never advertise anything, and always these ingredients or salsas or different things. But they really are looking. They always say to us, "It looks like it's a restaurant," and that's funny.
So do you have any frequent customers that come to your shop frequently, and do you get to know them, make friends with them? If so, do you have any stories to share about this?
Yes, we have really customers that come almost every weekend, and other ones that come during the week. But the one that stand out more is one. I don't know his name though, but he comes all the time. He's so friendly, and he only comes to buy a couple things, usually 3 things. It's chips, one salsa, different because the store carries too many salsas, and he always buy one salsa, one bag of chips, and he's a vegetarian chili or something like that, and he loves that one. All the time he comes, he's goes around and looks for everything, and he starts talking with everybody. He's very friendly, and he's always trying to support the local community, and he really talks about all the other places where he visits and recommends us things. He is very, very friendly, and we love to see him every Saturday. Usually is the day that he comes, but right now his name escaped from my mind. I don't remember. But we kind of now looking for him all the time. We know Saturday he'll come and he will be talking and enjoying, his little shopping he goes around this street.
That's great that you have such kind, loyal customers. So I want to ask, what's a typical day like for the business?
Yeah, the typical day is we open at 10 and it's always from the beginning is quite busy because of is always receiving different products from different companies. When the store just opened, it was few suppliers, but now the store has too many, and almost every day is a company who will come to deliver something, and it gets very wild when you are taking care of the customers plus receiving products. That's most of it, but during the day, most of the time it will be just taking care of customers. For who is on the floor, for me, it's more like dealing with companies in shipping and putting different orders for different times of the week. And yeah, always is busy, and also checking inventory, taking care of then always is well stocked, like there is no holes and products are there, and checking all that. It gets what I like from the store then is never like I never see since we open any lineup, because here is people come, search around, look what they want, and pay, and off they go. And it's so easy, the flow for customers. You never see like, sometimes we have 7 people inside the store. The max capacity is about 10, but we really never pass that, or then we be in a need of, but it's busy. It's always busy. And I like that too. During the pandemic, we didn't have to deal with lineups and all that. And in general is that. And after closing, for example, because we close at 8 o'clock, after closing is more like again restocking and doing all the accounting things, and that's it, ready for the next day. But it's getting more and more challenging, the fact that we are getting too many products in every given day. Like right now, for example, for the start interview, we just got like maybe 40 boxes of different products, and we have to sort everything and put everything in the system to be ready for people to purchase the stuff. And that's a typical day.
Sounds very busy.
Yes, it is.
Can you tell us a bit about your employees? How did you find them?
Well, yeah, right now the store works only with two people, the 2 persons most of the time, and there's no need like for that many people to involve. House is more like into families, to people. At the moment, we are trying to look for also part-time, like the students and people who will be, like only on call in days when are getting too busy. At the moment, it's not like you really need to have too many people in the store, like working on the floor. And the way to find them is more like that, And also, if some people come and drop their resumes, but most of the time it will be 2 people, then it's like that, like somebody knows somebody and recommended. That's the way.
So do you have any like funny or interesting stories with your staff?
Not funny stories, but with the staff, you say, or
like with your employees?
We kind of like so most of the time is the fact that the person who is the opponent or will be late, and everybody's panicking, and oh my god, I cannot arrive on time, and and when somebody has to come because it's not their shift and come late, and voila, somebody's already waiting in the front door, and it's not funny, but it's kind of like a funny in a bad way. But most of the time those are the ones, like those panicking moments, and like something happened and the person who opens comes here but forgot the keys, and so and you need to rush it.
Okay, so in what ways does the business represent you as a person, or I guess another way to ask the question is how have you infused your personality or the owner's personality into the business?
Yes, well, the owner personality is imprinted in every single detail that is in the store. Like as you can see when you come, it's very homey. It's not your typical store. That's for sure. Because you come and it's not like shelf units and everything. It's not like a regular grocery store. It's everything like furniture and looks kind of like a home inside. And something that I love about this place is the colors. It feels very warm and happy, and you don't feel, especially in the winter months, we all of us who are always here, we felt very, very good, like happy, not down, because I think it has to do a lot with the colors that is painted, and how we imprint also part of us is how we also interact with customers. We want them to have a good experience. If they have questions, we try to be more knowledgeable about the ingredients. Some of them really we don't know them because they are, I don't know, from Colombia, from other countries, and we don't know. But here in the store, we always try products. We are always, whatever news we receive, we open something and we share all of us, and we try to at least to know, how it tastes and for what it is, and we are always researching and trying to know for what type of cooking or what type of problem is that and how you can use it. Like this, when customers come, we are able to give recommendations. We are able to explain them what's the difference between one thing or other. A lot of customers, they don't know, for example, what is the difference between the Mexican cinnamon and the Indian cinnamon and things like that, and all the spices, depends on the region, are so different from one to another one, even though they are called the same or they are the same. And yeah, all that I think has a lot to do. We are putting a lot of effort in that way, and a lot of things from our own to try to give the best customer service we can.
Great, that's so great. It sounds like, and when I've been to your shop, I could tell that you've all put a lot of effort, a lot of thoughts into like the decoration, the interior design of the business. So I want to ask if like there's like a specific decor that has a story behind it, or if there's any stories you have about like decorating the place.
Oh yeah, when the place was getting done, it was some things were hard to find, and other ones were kind of like, especially the name of the store. Here everything is in the store is everything like kind of like trying to reduce and reuse and try to be more conscious about the environment and about different things like that. It's a lot. Since we opened, since the store opened, we never use any plastic bags. Paper bags are being used, even though are way more expensive for the store, to give the customers. But I feel like it's very important, that part. And for example, one particular area for the store that really got more my attention was when it was time to put the name of the store, where to put it and how to design something that I will be, how I can say it, then has like character and then gives that even more homey look or whatever. And what it came out, it was then the letters, instead of sending them to somebody to make them, to just buy lights or do something like that, it was waved, like it's all natural branches from bushes, and they wave it, and it was designed like they wave it and make the alphabet, the letters, and they put them around one metal thing. Then I know that one was the only thing that was bold. And around that, they put the name of the store, but it's just dry branches treated with a specific, like an antique type of gold paint. And it's all natural and it looks so amazing. And that's one of the most outstanding parts of the store. I really love it. Is behind the cash register. And when you are there, I swear God, coming to work here, it doesn't feel like work. It feels kind of like, I don't know, part of like your everyday thing. And it's so nice, like so nice to be here. It's so comfy, so warm, and so relaxing.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like I got the same feeling whenever I visit your store. So you talked about the name of the store. That's like the letters are handmade. Did you like get a specific like business to make it for you? Did you get it commissioned?
No. In fact, I'm the one who designed that. I came up with that.
Wow, that's so amazing.
Yes, I came up with that because it was hard to find something specific. Like when it was the part for decorate that area, we couldn't find really nothing. Then kind of match what we wanted. And I had those type of bushes at home. And one day I was pruning them, and I say, this kind of like I'm very creative on my own. I always like interior design, and I love to decorate things, and all that. And I started waving those things, and the pattern, it looks beautiful and amazing. I say, this will look very nice. And I shared the idea, and after all the treatment and after the things dry out, they look very stunning and very nice. And I say, okay, in that case, I will do them all and put it together to see what they think and how it looks. And they love it, and we place them on the wall.
So did you and the other employees made the letters by hand?
Yes.
Oh, that's so amazing.
I did them, but we all share the ideas, about how to place them and in which way and things like that.
Oh, so you hand made the letters yourself?
Yes.
Wow, that's so amazing.
It was last at the end of August last year, and it's so nice because it was not much to do anyway with the pandemic and everything. It was a very therapeutic, I don't know how you pronounce that word. It was a very relaxing thing to do, and I love it.
Okay, which merchandise or I guess snack or food from your business do you recommend everyone to try out?
Oh, so many things, but I will pick, things that I like from the store. I would recommend them to try, for example, a couple things. First, we carried different crackers and cookies and things from so many countries, and all of them are very delicious. At this point, I tried them all, and they are all very good. Another thing that I would recommend them is all the marinating sauces. We carried a lot of stuff from, for example, from Costa Rica, from Colombia, from Mexico, and they are very delicious. And especially now for the barbecue season, we have too many, and you found like sauces and powders for taco al pastor, for adobo. All those things are very delicious. And every week we are getting new products, and we are always looking for different stuff, and you will find more and more. And this is the season to try those. Another thing also, we try to always look for local products, and right now the main product, and I will definitely say to everybody that they should try, is the Mexican type popsicles. They are very delicious. They are made in Vancouver, and they are made with natural fruits and no preservatives and no. They have sugar, but they don't have food color and nothing like that. They are very good.
Okay, I'll make sure to try out next time I'm there.
It's a lot of flavors to try.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I want to ask more questions about yourself. So, did you come from a specific region, a country?
come from, well, I don't, it's where I born is in Sinaloa. And I'm coming from that state, from the north part.
Mm-hmm.
And, but a long time I moved from there, but that is where I born. And I moved to Canada so many years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Why did you leave Mexico?
Oh, I got married, and I years later he decided to come back to Canada.
Okay. So how did you met your husband?
Yeah, I met him in a touristic area on vacations. Yeah.
Okay. So I assume you speak more than just English. So what languages do you speak?
Oh no, I speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Spanish and English only. I understand a little bit of other languages, but not really.
So do you speak different language in different settings? So like at home, I assume you would speak Spanish, and
yeah.
Maybe at the shop you will.
And the store too is very handy to know, like to speak English and Spanish, because a lot of customers come here and they don't speak any English,
Mm-hmm.
and it's nice and we can help them. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any pets?
Pets, yep. I have 2 little birds.
Aww. What are their names?
Oh, my boy decided to call them a really funny name. Their names are Disco and Disco. It's so funny.
So Disco and
Disco, and they really understand. They are, what's the name? They are not parakeets. They are finch, I think. 2 finch. Mm-hmm. One is blue and one is green and yellow. And oh my God, they are fun to see. They love to be, then you'll be talking to them and be around. Yeah, they are very fun.
Okay. What are some differences or similarities you've noticed in the culture here in Canada and in your home country?
Well, lots of differences, but I don't know. In some ways, here is a little bit more quiet, and you do your own thing. It's very a little bit isolated in some ways. Not like in Mexico, then it's a lot of family, and you always have things to do in the weekend. Here is just work, and it's a little bit different, especially with the family partner, because coming here and not having any family, well, it's not the same like the life there, But I like it. It's quiet, and at the beginning it takes a while for you to get used to, but after that, yeah, it's nice.
Is there something from your home country that you really miss when you're in Canada?
My family.
I understand.
That's the most, my family, and because the family involves the other things. For example, because of the family, you get together more. You have more parties, more birthdays, more things to get together, and to go to places. But at the end of the line, it will be because of the family. Yeah, I miss that.
Mm-hmm. I understand. So, what do you know about your family name? What's its meaning in Spanish?
What? My family?
Yeah, your family name. So I assume your family name is De La Mora.
Yes.
Does it have a meaning or a story with it?
No. There's no meaning.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries. Let's see. You said, I think at the beginning of the interview, there are more Ofelias in your family, more people named Ofelia in the family. Do you have like any nicknames to differentiate between like different Ofelias?
Oh no, no. The point is, no. When you call Ophelia, they all my family call me only Ophelia, but we are not in the same generation. You know, like for example, it's a lot of Ophelias in my family, but most of them they passed away when I was little. Some of them, other ones, yeah. It's no. And what they called me at the beginning when I was a child, they called me Ofelita, which means a little Ophelia, you know? Mm-hmm. And that was to differentiate between my aunt, for example, and yeah, Ophelita, they call me, and that's all. And sometimes some people will call me Ofe, but it's not that I didn't like it. And most of the time, nobody would call me like that anyway. But yeah, Ophelita, yes. When I was little, you know, after that, they cannot call me Ophelita anymore. But
growing up, do you have any like fond childhood memories that you want to share?
Oh, yes. I love the fact that we were always out there exploring and even climbing trees and doing things. So different from the experience from kids my age nowadays, but yeah, I love the fact that we were always with a big group and enjoying simple things, because at that time we didn't even have cell phones, and it was very nice. You know, like I grew up in a small town and everybody knew everybody, and you couldn't do nothing without, by the moment that you got home, your parents or your grandparents or any other person will know what you did. And it was nice, you know, like in some ways. And yeah, I love the fact that it was simple, and whatever it was there, you enjoy it, you know. Not complicated, like nothing major.
Okay. So earlier you said about like you hand making the letters for shop, the shop name. Do you like crafting? Is that your hobby? Like what other crafts you like to make?
Yeah, I love that, and I love also designing things. Like I'm always very creative, and I love to do things like piñatas. Like it's something that in Mexico a lot of people in so many states you have different type of crafts, different things. I always was inclined to work with paper, with I love to design stuff, you know. I can design so many things and in paper, like boxes and all that, and make it colorful and nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So were you like a professional designer before entering into like the business?
No, I never be like a professional. I used to have a business about that, like doing piñatas and all that, decorating things. But I was not really like I study or I really, you know, it was more like because I like it, you know.
Yeah, I also really like crafting. So
yes, it's very, you know, like that artistic part is, I think, is in all of us, and it's very nice because it helps you to grow and also to kind of like I don't know, it's very nice to do other things than just work, you know.
Okay. So that's all the questions I have today. Thank you, Ofelia, for participating in our interview. Is there any other things that you want to talk about that I didn't ask?
No, the only thing that really struck me when it was the pandemic is the feeling then at certain times after 6, for example, because the shop closed at 8, after 5, 6, it was almost like no humans were in this planet. Mm-hmm. It was kind of scary, you know, like, that was very, the sensation, you know, when I was driving home, it was kind of like, okay, where is the people? Where is everybody? It felt very so real, you know, like it was something very different. And it was kind of hard at the beginning, but luckily we are kind of out of that pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes.
Okay.
But anyway, thank you so much for.
Okay. Is there anything else?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for participating in this interview. And yeah, I'll be coming back to your shop soon and to try out the popsicles and the other stuff you recommended. Thank you so much, Ophelia.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a wonderful day.